Pie Plays. Hello everyone, this is Pie on My Cake, and welcome to the very first episode of Pie Plays. I've wanted to start a Let's Play type thing for a while, and I guess I've been kind of putting it off, and you can actually thank the Game Grumps for why I'm doing this now, because the Game Grumps were playing this game, Doki Doki Literature Club, and I just got invested and didn't feel like waiting for them to play and decide, you know what, I'm not going to watch someone else play, I'll just record it myself. So, when this is lame and unfunny, you know who to blame. Danny and Aaron from the Game Grumps. Anyways, let's get started. Fair warning, probably won't happen in this episode, but in future parts of this series, it will be dealing with some heavier themes that might be difficult for some people to watch. So if you've dealt with anxiety or depression, just maybe use some caution with getting too invested in this game. Anyways, let's find out what this is. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making day, but just kind of walks out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk into school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but it's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me, as I make a tiny little triangle with my hands. That's mean, Pie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, but you did wait for me after all. Her eyes feels like it's going over her hair there. Like, that gets me as the eye is on top of the bangs. Anyway, I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Is this chainmail? Like, is that? I know there is a twist on this game. Is that the twist that they're gonna be about, like, going to a night school or something? Ha, night school with K. I accidentally made a pun. Anyways, whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to her school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Pie, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, so I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Wow, the main character's kind of a jerk. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I relate to him though, despite him being a jerk. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. No social skills? This main character is someone I can relate to. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. A NEET, for people who don't know, is someone who is basically like in the 20s and just kind of living at home, doesn't have a job or isn't working towards getting a job or any education or anything like that. Anyways, you trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I would trust you more, Sayori, if you had a nose. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Clubs will be the armory, since they're going to night school. That's my own headcanon. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Man, next game I play really is gonna have to be not something where I just do a bunch of voices. Because I'm not great at voices. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Fairy wants me to check out some clubs. Go to the armory, then. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Is that the excuse for not drawing any more people in the background? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. You know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Rejected. Meanie. What's a mouth doing there? Anyways, Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And that Suki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I don't think it's that she's that much of an airhead, because a head can't be getting much air without a nose. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. Is it you? Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Pie! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! Wow, I cannot do voices. This is what I'm sticking with. That's what I picture when I see the dot in quotation marks is the like Tim Allen home improvement noise of all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls without noses. There's a bit of a nose there, I guess. Anyways. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Not Suki. girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? What's his voice gonna give her? What voice am I gonna give her? Wow, her eyes feel like they're staring into my soul. That's weird. What's going on with them? They look like Pokeballs almost. That's right! No, I don't like that voice either. It's great to see you again, Pi. Monica smiles sweetly. That works. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, hair that can make letters. Basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Pi. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me, or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, a little too excited. Here's a triangle again.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What noise is that supposed to be? Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. How hard it would have been to draw a picture of the cupcakes. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Heh, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Just imagine it. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Ha ha, anime tropes. I don't watch anime and even I know that one. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. No, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You
keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess so. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Uh,
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Nope, no eyebrow or smile going to be drawn on the face when she says that. Alright, so what made you consider the Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ha! Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Ooh, are they holding hands? Didn't notice that. Yuri also nods in agreement. Just pretend she's nodding. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it. I don't know what I'm doing with Natsuki. Sorry, guys. Does she have one single tooth? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Pi, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Reaches the rim of a teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you?
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I guessed. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
What gives you that idea? You left a scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud," and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Pat. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. See that hand's kind of near the shoulder? Close enough. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes, her glowing eyes. Man, the eyes in this game are weird. Never noticed that before. You wouldn't like them. And she has so many ribbons in her hair that it's almost as many ribbons as there are zippers on the pants of a Final Fantasy character. Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the
same for you, Yori. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other and question why our necks are so long. Look at how long these necks are. That way, everyone is evenly long necks. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Pi? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on there, there's still one problem. Your necks and lack of noses. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. You guys are pretty lame. I still have other clubs to look at, and again, no noses on any of you. That's not my kind of club. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes with bright, glowing centers. It's with that, it's like Terminator eyes. But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
Pi? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? As if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Monica just covering up everyone around her. Then that makes it official. This is like Mike Wazowski and Monsters Inc. behind the magazine label or whatever, except for it's Natsuki behind Monica's hair. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. You'll remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Pi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Pi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Roll call. Sayuri. Natsuki. Yuri. And of course, Monica. Did you forget them in the last 10 seconds? Good. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Now, probably just gonna write a poem and then call it an episode, and keep these episodes being around half hour long. Maybe I might go a bit past writing the poem. So, who do I want to go for? I'm just gonna go for the weirdest words and see what happens. Papa. Vertigo. Tenacious. Suicide. Parfait. Starscape. Incongruent. No, ambient. Giggle. Infinite. Lucky. Inferno. Doki Doki. Bunny. Question? Candy. Childhood. Marshmallow. Imagination. And heartbeat. And ink. I like to picture that the poem is just those words right in a row, and it's just total nonsense. Hi again, Pi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Pi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. No, what were we thinking?
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the classroom. Actually, that's not big enough, it's a really tiny mouth. It's like the third size one of her eyes. Oh, well there you go, her eyes shrank and her mouth grew. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Pai always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Triangle.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Can't you hear the jealousy in my voice?
How come? You and Pai become good friends. You and Pai can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri, even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Oh no, her eyes disappeared. That's not a good sign.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal, when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up
to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. I like stupid gifts.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention span even if you don't usually read, you idiot. And we could, discuss it if you want it.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Because from this angle you can see she actually has a nose, so she looks more human. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
For you. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Why did we just do a wipe transition to the same scene? Did I miss something here? Hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of right on your face, you geek. What's that supposed to mean? It means she thinks you're a geek. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. I just want to clarify, I can make that joke about it means you look like a geek, because I myself am a geek. I don't read manga necessarily, but my pale face and love of video games really don't do me any favors in the not looking like a geek category. Anyways, there's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. There's that one tooth again. A singular tooth. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Ugh. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait-Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. Ugh. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Pi. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait-Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe, which means cute, like overly cutesy, like this game so far. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. What good for him for coming out and for having someone to help him like that. I'm happy that he's ready to live his life as a gay man with the help of Natsuki. Anyway, she then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't walk. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it'll be easier to be close together like this. Don't just say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses his arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space where she hopes I won't notice. And you know, hands are difficult to draw. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. I've been teasing this game a lot. It's actually really well done with the animation. It's just the type of thing where it's fun to make fun of. It's not like I could do any better. That being said, those fingers look weird to me. It's almost like her fingers are broken, and what's she even doing on her arm there? Anyways, I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. How long has it been? How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No. I mean, I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Haha, the game developer winks and nods at us. So, what should I expect from this? Is it going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Ugh. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. Hey, I used to work at that ice cream shop. Maybe I'm that guy. Sorry, got distracted there. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when one character discovered to only have one tooth and no nose. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Ooh-wah! Is this like the start of a 90s song? Ooh-wah! I don't know, it feels like the start of some kind of song. Ooh-wah! 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 Feels more like that than whatever sound they probably mean that to make. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean I haven't seen that side, or haven't yet seen you at your full power. It's over 9,000! Did I do a good anime reference? I don't anime. Good save. Like my anime reference was a good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki paused for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? Doesn't? I was just curious. So you enjoyed baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. It's definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. I just assumed that she wanted to make sure the baked goods was extra soft, since she only has one tooth. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? I'm going a bit longer, by the way, since this is the first episode, I want to get at least to where they are sharing the first poems. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. I guess you don't have friends, you loser. Ha. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I'm sorry, but are you not a child? Because you look like an 8-year-old in this shot. It's Rule 34 of this game, isn't there? She looks like she's 8, guys. Please, come on, Internet. Don't do that. I can't even bring it up without them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. You are a loser. Wait, which part? The part where I said you're a loser. I mean, I feel I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Ha ha ha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. There's my one singular tooth again. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts a finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finished this chapter! Ugh. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. The stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. Thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you alright with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Don't make me cover you up with my hair again. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Sass me and you get the hair. They do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish this if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets spent, I'll kill you. Ooh, that's harsh. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I may fall behind some shows if I try and get through this. Not my shows! That reminds me, I need to watch The Good Place. That's a television show. You should be spending your time watching that rather than watching me do this. Why are you here? Anyways, but I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. I'm more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before, so it's just a collection of buzzwords that I thought the different girls would like writing a resume. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulled out their poems. Sayori's was on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can hardly see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. I can make them beeping noises. Can I go with a beat? Do do do. Boom.